Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Monday morning. I got a bunch of stuff to ship. So let me tell you about it. This weekend was alright. I didn't have a ton of sales. I really thought this was going to be the weekend right before the holidays that people could get stuff shipped in time. It's the 9th today, so they still got a little bit of time, but I thought this was going to be a fantastic weekend. It turned out just to be an okay weekend. On Amazon, I had 5 sales totaling $213.41. That's not good for Amazon on a weekend, during the holidays, during Q4, and all of that. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that I have one big day or one big week at Amazon still to go. Crossing my fingers, hoping that happens. But let me tell you what sold. 3 items sold from FBA, and 2 of them I'm going to have to ship. The first is a Tetris Cube game. I had it here in my inventory at home probably for like 6 months before sending it in, and it ended up selling for $39.99. The next is an Angry Birds Star Wars AT-AT type game. It's a little board game, Angry Birds. Angry Birds isn't quite as popular as it was several years back. Price went down on this quite a bit, and it sold for $29.99. The next item was a huge box. It was like this big and weighed like 10 pounds. It was 2 games in one. It was Cranium with a Cranium expansion set. The 2 together sold for $59.99, so it was a good price. I haven't looked to see what the fees are going to be on it. I'm sure it's really high because the box, like I said, it had to weigh 8 to 10 pounds. But still, it was a good sale. I picked it up for just a few bucks and it sold for $59.99. Now the 2 items that I'm shipping, the first one is this. It's a underwater digital camera. Yeah, people still buy these little disposable or one-time use type items. My guess is someone's going on vacation, they wanted to shoot some photos. This still sold for $29.99 plus another almost $5 for shipping, so about $35 all in. Next is this latch hook kit. It's a very big box. It probably weighs 2 to 3 pounds easy. Surprisingly, it was listed for less than the smaller boxes were. I don't know why, just for some reason the set's a little bit cheaper. Either way, it still sold for $42.79, plus another $5.92 for shipping. So pushing that $50 range for this. So there you have it. Amazon, 5 sales, $213.41. For eBay. eBay was a little bit better dollar-wise, not a ton of sales. I only sold 10 items over the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 items. Yeah, that's barely 3.33 items per day. Not what I was hoping for, but the dollar amount was okay. $399.70, so about $40 an item. That's right where my average has been for the year. So included in all this were a few cheaper items, but one really good high dollar item as well. Let's check it out. First item is this Hartford Whalers puck. It's a vintage puck. You can see on the back you have this shield logo. The different logos on the back is how you can kind of determine when the puck was used, what era it was from. A lot of times it'll have the name of the commissioner of the league, and you can just look up that commissioner and find out when they served, and that's how you can tell. This puck was probably from the early 80s, maybe late 70s. Nice vintage puck. It sold for $14.99. I sold a couple of cassette tapes. These are both Dr. Demento. Now, if you don't know who Dr. Demento is, it probably means you're under the age of, I'll say 35. Everybody over 35 probably had some experience with Dr. Demento back in, my guess is the 80s. I'm sure he was around in the 70s as well. It was a late night radio show. He played a lot of crazy and wacky different songs. A lot of Weird Al Yankovic and stuff like that. I grew up with it, listened to it all the time. I did listen to these couple tapes, had fun with them, listed them both, got $9.99 shipped for the pair. Sold one of these groupings of Disney scrapbooking items. It has different stickers, things like that. You got some things in there. There was 9 total pieces. It sold for $14.99 shipped. This is the first one of these Charlie Brown whirl-arounds that I've sold, or at least I think it is. Picked up, I think 5 or 6 of these from a local auction. I put a couple in my booth, put a few on eBay, trying to get them all sold before the holidays. It sells for $12.99 shipped. It'll go first class, so it's probably going to cost me about $4 or so to ship. Sold one of these Dirk Nowitzki jerseys. This is a youth size jersey. I picked up a bunch of these for like $2 a piece. It's actually from the store Marshall's. It's still got their tag on it somewhere. Actually, this one didn't. These were retail closeout jerseys. You can see it's still got the tag attached. Original price was only 22 bucks. I'm sure they put them on clearance and marked them way down. It's not a super high quality jersey, but it is still nice. Some kid will enjoy it for Christmas. It sold for $15.99 shipped. All right, now to some of the better stuff. This is a really cool little Mickey Mouse Jim Shore figure. The doctor is in. Says it right there, and then up here it says get well soon. So this, I guess you'd either send to somebody who is sick or not feeling good, or maybe it's just someone that works as a doctor, so they collect doctor stuff. I picked this up for 15 bucks. It sold for $49.99 shipped. I'm going to have to package this up pretty good because I don't have the original box and packing for it. So again, I'm going to pay in that $10 plus range to ship this out. I'm not making a lot on it. It looks great to have a $50 sale, but in reality, after a $15 cost, $10 shipping, fees, I'm probably only netting about 15 bucks. This is a Derek Jeter youth model bat. Now, it's not really meant for like league play. It's more meant for, fun or collectability. It's still got the tag on the back. You see it's got Derek Jeter's facsimile stamped signature right there. These bats do pretty well. It sold for $29.99 plus another $12.99 shipping. The length on these keeps you from getting really cheap shipping, getting any sort of cubic rate. I'll put this into a tube and then I'll ship it out. Now, I have shipped some of these where literally I've just put a poly bag around it and then shipped it out. It works. The next one I've already got boxed up in a flat rate A box. Fits perfectly. You can see up here in the picture, this is a lot of Duplo bricks. There's 100 of them. They're all 2x4s. I did a bunch of Duplo lots last week. Did some 2x4s, some 2x2s, and some mixed. They go pretty well that way. So the price was $34.99 plus another $14.99 shipping. So basically 50 bucks all in. So you're getting 50 cents a brick for the 2x4s. So that's really good. If you find lots of Duplos out there, you can break them up and sell them that way. I see lots of solds out there for them. $50 is the going price for 100 of these. Sold another one of these figures from my haul from last week. This is Prince Eric and Max. This is probably the best condition box out of all of the ones that I got. This will have to ship out priority just due to size and weight, and it sold for $39.98 shipped. I put it 1 penny below the cheapest one that was out there, so mine would sell first. And now the last item, the last and the best item from the group. I showed last week where I sold a grouping of Star Wars miniatures. They're used for different games like this. I picked this box up early last year, so I've had it in my store for quite a while. I paid $20 for this. I probably had a coupon, so I got 20% off. But the only reason I paid that much for it is because it wasn't just this base set. There were over 100 of those miniatures in this box. I separated them all out. You can see in the picture here, I separated them by the set. They almost had the full set of 60. There was, 5 or 6 missing from the complete set, but there was a lot of duplicates as well. So 114 figures. I originally had this in my store at $199.99, and I got a few offers along the way, but I was trying to hold out for a better price. After I sold that other Star Wars lot, I lowered this to $139.99, and it sold in 24 hours. So obviously I hit the right price. Someone was watching it, saw that I reduced it, and they popped on it. So really good sale at this for $139.99 shipped. All right, that's everything I got for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be going out to my antique booth, so I'll take some pictures, or maybe if I can do a little video, show you the updated antique booth. I'm taking a bunch of stuff out there. Actually on Saturday, I went and picked up a carload of sports cards and collectibles from a relative that was cleaning out their garage. Really good price, really good haul on that stuff, but it's not generally stuff you're going to find out thrifting, so I might hit on some of it in one of my later videos this week. A lot of boxes of cards, single cards, supplies, a few collectibles from the 90s, so maybe I'll show some of that stuff. Either way, it was some really, really cool stuff for me, but as far as trying to show you what you might find out there while you're at thrift stores and stuff, it's not generally the kind of stuff that you'll find. But I appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't already, please check that subscribe button, hit on it. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, and maybe leave me a comment down below. I always appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.